Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to Ecamm Network News and Entertainment, where you stay up to date on what's happening in the world of Ecamm Live and the dynamic world of digital. My name is Ana Gil.
And I'm Fuljens Henry. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday, everyone. For you today, we have what's going on in the world of Ecamm Live and social media, as well as a very incredible guest, Tatiana Rodriguez. She's going to be sharing information on how we can, she's going to be sharing 3 skills on how we can improve our presentation skills. So that is so important for all of us who are live streamers and presenters.
Absolutely.
Right? What else do we have going on, Fuljens Henry?
We have the awesome shows this week. We have some special events coming up. We have some trivia for you, of course.
Yeah. And we have a reveal, just in case you guys missed it, from Ken and Glenn.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how is everybody doing on this Monday? Let's see what's going on. Hello, Dan.
What's going on? Dan, good to see you here.
Hello, Mr. Moderator.
Good to see Paul.
And look at that.
Tatiana's in the chat. And happy birthday to you, G. Albert.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, and my jacket is looking pretty bright on the screen here. Brighten up your day.
All right, everyone. So in the world of Ecamm Live, just in case you missed it, we just released the Ecamm Fam Awards, and it comes with its own mug and coffee. If you missed it, here is the coffee. Look at how cool that logo is.
And here is the mug.
Right? Look at how, that is awesome. I don't have a Sony to do the fancy autofocus, but
stay in focus, right?
Yeah,
there.
Look at that. That is pretty awesome coffee. Smells really good. Yeah. And this cup is only available, this bundle is only available to those who make it to the Ecamm Fam. And how do
Yes.
they do that, Fuljens Henry?
Contribute to the Ecamm Live community. And when we say Ecamm Live community, we don't mean just Facebook. Everywhere the Ecamm Live community. So we have the Ecamm Live community Facebook. We have the Ecamm Live beta Facebook group. We also have the Ecamm Discord. We also have Ecamm on LinkedIn. Just continue to contribute and help out, and don't make Paul's hair extra gray. So, and you'll be considered for,
But we have 3 winners already, right?
let's congratulate this month. These are the March winners of the Ecamm Fam Gold Club. Andy Lehman, Joel Foner, and Ryan Eller. Congratulations to the 3 of you for being this month's Ecamm Fam Gold Mug Club winners.
Hey.
And let's throw some confetti on there.
I mean, yes.
Boom.
Awesome. Yes, congratulations, you guys. And this is, I love how Ecamm just keeps coming up with great ways to
Keep
celebrate,
community members, yes.
celebrate the community and the
Yes.
community members and all of the communities. And another way that Ecamm now is even celebrating all channels, right? We have the Faith in Ecamm. It's a new show, a new
It's actually
Discord.
it's going to be a monthly Zoom sessions.
Yeah, with Rabbi David.
Yes.
Yes, so all of those who are in the faith community can get together and talk about how you use Ecamm. So it's going to be a community especially for those who use Ecamm in the faith community.
Yes.
It's great.
And the first meeting is April 20th from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. That is so great. We do
Absolutely.
get a lot of questions about pastors and that.
Oh yeah, there is a massive faith-based faith-based community of content creators. So this is perfect.
You used to do church services.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Church services. Also, I produced a gospel concert as well for a particular church. So this is.
What was the side eye for?
Oh, it wasn't a side eye.
Oh, okay.
I was just like talking to you as I normally do.
I thought there was some juice there. I was gonna be like, so what happened? But yes, those were those were great productions.
Absolutely.
Those were really, really great productions.
Yes.
That's when I that was around Vlogmas, right?
Yeah. It was around 2020.
Yeah.
And I've done some stuff beyond 2020 for churches, but particularly around that time, that's when we had that gospel concert. It was awesome.
Okay,
Yes.
exactly.
And thank you, Mr. Moderator. So those meetings will take place inside of the Ecamm Discord community.
Great. Look at that. So another save the date, and it's coming because it is April. It's just around the corner. And Leap into Live Selling is on April 24th. So if you have not RSVP to it, please go ahead and do it. You still have time. And the reason why you should RSVP is so that you don't miss out on any of the goodies that are going to be distributed, any of the goodies that the speakers have, all of them. They're going to be sent via email. So you wanna get those.
Yeah. And here is, I guess not. Trying to show you the Leap sign-in page. Here you go.
It's the Monday Fuljens.
The sign-up process is simple. Just go, Mr. Moderator will share the link in the chat, and it's your first name, last name, email address, submit, and you're good to go. It takes you a few seconds to get you up and running.
Yes. So before we get into what is coming up in the YouTube channel, Ecamm Live YouTube channel, I have a question for you all. For those of you who use a different video platform, hosting platform other than YouTube to host your professional videos, I should say, which platform do you like best? And the reason why I'm asking is because I'm looking for one from a specific project that I have coming up. and I'm looking into Vimeo and I'm looking into Wistia. Those two. So I would love to hear from you. If you guys know anything about it, share it in the comments because I would love to know what you think about it.
Nice, nice, nice. Let's say hello to a few more fam tuning in. My favorite tech. Let's go. Happy Monday. Trey Stewart, good to see you here.
Hello.
Speaking of faith-based community, Summit Church Online is here.
Okay.
Good to see you. And Kimberly G is in the building. Good to see you, Kimberly. Al Jennings is here. USA live stream.
Oh, hello.
Very good to see you.
Look at her, like hand pink waving, hand pink waving.
We see your emojis in the YouTube chat. We see your emojis.
Yes. So, are you familiar with any video hosting platform other than YouTube?
I know of Vimeo, but I never used Vimeo, so yeah, just YouTube. I'm YouTube fam. Aubrey, hello. Good to see you here.
Hello, Aubrey. Yeah, the thing that I've been reading about it is that you saw, because I uploaded them and I showed them to you. And one of the things that I liked about it is that you can customize the player, giving your viewers, your customers, a better customized experience to them and to your brand. And the video quality, you said that it was the same.
More or less. Yeah, more or less.
Between YouTube and Vimeo. It was the same. And so the other thing that I'm looking at is that once the video is over, it doesn't go to the suggested, algorithm thing. It suggests all of my videos that are already in there. So it will keep the customers in my platform, right? So that's what I'm looking at right now. Not that I'm going to stop uploading to YouTube because that's really important to have for discovery and more reach. But yeah. So let us know. So there's I want to know if there's somebody. Al Jennings, do you use it? Because I know you use a private hosting platform. Do you use
So what was the third one? YouTube, Vimeo, and
Wistia?
Wistia?
Yeah.
Never heard of Wistia.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pricier than Vimeo, but they're pretty good. Okay. Oh, Eric.
Eric,
okay.
I'm Eric. Good to see you here. I use Vimeo to showcase my short films.
Okay. So how do you like it, Eric? Compared to, I'm not sure, do you upload also to YouTube your short films? And let us know how you like it, because that is one of the things that I'm looking at. Okay. Yes. All right, Mr. Fuljens, go on to what's going on in the world of Ecamm Live this week.
Yes, let's do it. All right. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Flow by Ecamm is back. It's going to be SEO best practices.
Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Then we head on over to Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be Meet the Fam with Lawrence Idem.
Look at him.
Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's Marshall Creates Season 2, Episode 5. This is going to be Home Office Tour number 1.
Hey.
Let's go, Marshall. There will be no building blocks this Friday at 10 a.m. So we head on over to Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Ecamm Live Demo with Doc Rock, followed by a new edition of Ecamm Affiliates Training with Doc Rock at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And that is all for what's going on in the world of Ecamm Live YouTube channel. So now what is going on in the world of social media, digital world? I don't know about you, but I'm super excited about Canva. New era launch. It is. Have you been?
Not yet. Not yet. I'll hear it all from you right now.
Who else is excited? Honestly, it is an exciting time to be a creator. All of the tools that are given to us right now are incredible. Are making our jobs easier. I could finish a presentation way quicker than I would before, because of all the tools that are available now. It's like a rain of goodness for creators. But for Canva Create Everyone, I'm just gonna start with their marketing, right? Their marketing was brilliant. Like they started with I I'm a spiritual person, so that meant a lot to me that they opened up thanking nature, thanking everything, and thanking the ancestors and all of that for letting us present. That opened up and just calmed everything down for everyone. So then afterwards they rebuild it. But anyway, for Canva, they have now, you can create presentations. Just you can say, hey, Magic, right? Give me a presentation about, I don't know, YouTube thumbnails. And it will come up with the title, pictures. It will create the presentation for you, basically. You still have to go in and tweak it because you have to make it your own, just like if when you do ChatGPT, but it's still really good. Still
Is
really
that
good.
is that an AI feature?
Yeah. Yeah, they have it there. And then they the way they did it was they have all these presents in the app. So you have to unwrap them. That was really cool too. You had to unwrap all of it to discover what was behind it.
Right.
It is I don't know. I want to hear from you all. How do you like it? Have you
Yeah.
used it? Also, another thing that I really enjoy is that you can have the magic eraser, which you saw me use yesterday. And
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Right, and then you can actually add something else to it, AI generated. Is this? Let's see who else is.
One feature that I saw that was new. That was the only feature I saw that, 'cause like when I was on Canva this morning. When it comes to some like your brand kits, there's like you could create some brand kit templates, something like that, and you could also restrict access for people working on teams. So if you don't want them to have access to specific fonts, or you don't want them to have specific access to color palettes, you can basically restrict them from that. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, but the brand colors is really is so creative because what you can do now is you can shuffle the colors and it just arranges this in the presentation for you. And I created a website and I used the shuffle and oh, I'm like, are you kidding me? It was great. So
Yeah.
if you have not tried it, if you have not given it a try, and you are into visuals, and we should all be into it because we present, give it a try. It is incredible. The features that Canva has, they just keep elevating it.
Nice.
And I can't believe it's so affordable.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So does that impact the pro plan that people currently have? Is the price going to differ?
I'm not sure. They didn't. At least I didn't hear that part if it was going to increase or not. But knowing Canva and how generous they are about things, I don't think it will increase.
Right.
But who knows? They might limit some, like for example, AI uses. But I don't think they will increase it. Yeah,
David Hunt says the Canva updates are really cool.
they are incredible.
Dan Roth says I'm pretty sure AI took over Canva.
It did, but it's you have to try it out. You have to. We could do a building blocks on all about Canva and the incredible ways that you can. How long did it take me to create that website?
Well, not even a full day because you were working on it for several hours yesterday, and then
Right.
some hours, and then it's a beautiful website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really nice to create. It has its limitation, obviously, because you cannot have subdomains or categories yet, or I don't know if there is in there, but it's still, you can do it. You can.
I mean, from the outside looking in, if you didn't tell me that you use Canva to create the website, I'm not going to be looking for subdomains and all those things like that. I'm just going to see the website, got to get my information, and I'm good to go. So
You know,
it's pretty good.
if you're curious about, let us know in the comments if you would like to see the website that I created in like a day and a half. It looks really good, and it was just with Canva. Is it great? Okay, so yes, US live stream. It's really nice. Hank, what's going
up,
on?
Hank?
No building blocks if you. Yeah, not this week. We're going to be recording building blocks and ENN stuff on Friday. So
Yes.
here we go.
You know
Okay.
they're going to say yes. So let's
That's awesome. And with all of that, and it has all the context. Again, there are limitations, but if you just have to present and you have the visuals and you have to get some information in front of your customer or potential, that is a great way.
Yeah.
Very good way. Yes.
Yes. Tatiana says it looks fabulous. Al Jennings says nice.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. So another thing before we bring our guests in, everyone talking about rebranding and redesigning and the tools available to us. Well, we know that ChatGPT is available to all of us, but there have been some security issues lately where our chats have leaked, right? So some people might have seen your chats.
And some people didn't see any chats. I was like, where did all my chats go?
Right, exactly.
Until I found out that those chats were, the chats went away.
The chats went away. But that is okay because now ChatGPT can read the internet. You knew how before it was, oh no, he only has information up to 2021. Right. Now he can read the internet. Not everyone has it though, but he can read it. So there's a plugin, and those who are on the waiting list already have access to it, and those who are subscribers like you will have it before they release it, to the general population. So
yeah, and although that is great, people who use those type of tools should still do the due diligence to make sure that they verify their sources. Always use other sources other than AI, because let's say for example myself, I have over 12 plus years of nonprofit executive management experience, and I'm using ChatGPT to get some content. And I know from my experience, I can verify it based on that. And in addition to that, I can go to other sources, to other sites that I can make sure that the what ChatGPT adds up. Because there's been a few times where I've caught AI slipping, and then I'll be like, listen, this information is wrong, or this person is not who you say it is. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And it'll continue to mess up. So just be careful.
Yeah, exactly. It's just with everything. That's why in school they tell us show 3 references, right? That where you got the information, just make sure double check those references, and then So that is it. So the one last thing that we have for you, because we're talking about rebranding, and I feel like last week was all about rebranding and things like that. New York, the city of New York, rebranded their iconic logo. One morning I woke up and I went to my phone and I saw that logo being rebranded, and things happened to me. I was like, you didn't even keep the font? I mean, you didn't keep the nostalgic feeling of the logo? You just completely rebranded it. A lot of people feel like me. This is the first time you've seen it?
Yeah, this is like when we're doing a quick building blocks demo, we just enter you just enter the text real quick and you just add a heart emoji.
I don't like it.
What this looks like. All right.
Okay.
Yes.
So what have we lost? Okay.
We were saying that it looks. Yeah. Thank you, Paul. It looks like on Building Blocks when we just do a quick demo and we just enter text and throw an emoji.
I don't like it. It doesn't give me anything. Like we love New York. Really? Is that how you're saying that you love New York, when you just threw something together like that? Not even the heart is cute. And then they go on releasing some emojis like, oh yeah, we got emojis just for you. We're the first city who has an emoji set just for you. But it's just, no. Anyway, that is it. Rebranding is tough. It's hard. They must have the reasons to do it. I get it. But that is just that. It didn't need to be done.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be done.
Stephen Lement is saying, but why
Yeah, yeah.
AG wants to know, what did the old one look like? I'm trying to find that for you.
Yeah, the old one should be right there. I actually added a picture here. Look at it's on our it's I Love New York, and then it had this nostalgic serif font that just gave you that, oh, New York, yes. Look at.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Right? That's right. And then yeah, and then Dan agrees also. Horrible logo.
Yes.
But that's all I had, and that's all I had.
USA live stream says it looks so basic.
It
Yes,
does. It does. I mean, even
There's
even
no
the
character to it.
yeah, not even the font. Like,
New York always has these horrible design decisions, like when they chose to switch out license plates from the nice clean white blue on white to these gold and blue ones, the Empire State ones from back in the day. No, we're good. And here we go again. So let's hopefully there's enough backlash that they change it back or something like that.
yeah, I don't think they will. But anyway, because they had to go through probably the whole, I don't know who that room was looking like for them to get the go ahead to release that to the entire world, right?
Who approved this?
I think Trey is back. Is back.
Is on the replay.
It's in the replay.
Is the Rhode Island School of Design nearby?
I mean, Steven, I don't know what that means, but all I'm saying is that was not okay to do that to that logo. It was not okay. And then the emoji. Sure, they gave us emojis, but
Al Jennings says, "Stop hating."
I'm just saying. I mean, it's, and I know brands go through this, and this is something that brands have to go through, and then they have to make a decision. But no, I said no to New York. I still love it, but not that logo though. Not that logo. Anyway, everyone, so here we are going to introduce you to our incredible guest. She is a community member. She has been with us for a long time, it seems like.
Oh, yeah.
She engages with all of the community. She engages in the live streams. She participates in the camps that we have. And she is just an incredible community member. On the side, in her personal life, her job, Tatiana Rodriguez is a dynamic educator, content creator, speaker, and adjunct professor of public speaking, leadership, and interpersonal communication.
Tatiana helps people overcome self-doubt and communicate with confidence, clarity, and kindness, enabling them to express themselves assertively, authentically, and connect meaningfully with others.
And she's here to share some tips on how we can do the same. Everybody, welcome Tatiana Rodriguez.
Hello. Happy Monday night.
Happy Monday.
Monday.
Oh my gosh, I love your dress. I didn't see you earlier. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, Fuljens and I did a tech check. All went smoothly. Ironed out a couple of things, which was awesome. But this is what I want to say to you guys tonight.
What is it? Wait, do you design
If my camera
that?
could focus.
Do you
all
design
that and a no, but I have it on my desk, and this is my message to you tonight. I was like, I've got to show this to you guys because you will totally remember this. You're all that and a bag of chips.
Oh my god.
Also, I was going to talk about potentially doing a new logo, but now I'm scared after the New York City conversation. Wait, I'm not bringing that up.
Bring it up because I mean you want to hear it first before you commit to it.
At
right?
least I know I would always get the truth from you guys. That's important.
That's it.
Tatiana, welcome to ENN. We are so
gosh,
happy
thank
to
you.
have you here.
I'm thrilled. Honestly, my partner says that I am Ecamm crazy, and he's right. And he's always like, Anna and Fuljens, because you guys are twice a week, right? I'm with you on Mondays every chance I get, and every Fridays every chance I get to. So the fact that I am here now, it's a little bit surreal because like many of you guys watching, you're probably experiencing what I do, which is like we get a chance to get to know you so well because you're so authentic and so real and we're with you. But that doesn't necessarily happen the other way around because we're watching you and commenting. But so to actually be here tonight, it doesn't feel like strangers. But at the same time, I'm as excited as if I was meeting you guys as, because you're my favorite dynamic duo. You're my
Aw.
favorite Ecamm couple. So to me, like, I'm actually nervous, I have to say, even though I teach and I public speak and all of that, I actually felt nervous coming on today. So that just means that I really care, and I'm very excited to be here.
Oh,
Aw,
Tatiana, thank you for sharing that.
we're happy to have you
Thank you.
here.
Of course.
Yes. And we cannot wait for you to share your expertise with us on how we can use our mindset, how we can use our body language, and how we can communicate so that our message can get across, right? This is what you're here for.
That's what I'm here. And I'm not going to do the basic stuff. Let me bring up the content here. We're going to talk about speaking skills, and I want to share these 4 M's. I'm a teacher. I can't help it. I have to share content that I think will like resonate educationally. But at the same time, we're not going to talk basics. So by the end of our time tonight, I want everybody listening, whether live or on the replay, to walk away with at least one, hopefully many more things that you know you're going to be able to apply to your next stream, to your next speech, to your next presentation, to your next meeting online, to whatever it is and wherever it is that you communicate. You're going to take away a next level skill tonight. So that's my goal.
Yes. Okay. So let's hear the 4 M's.
All right, here we go. We're going to take them one at a time.
Yes.
Number 1 is mindset. And I don't mean the basic mindset, because I'm pretty sure everyone listening knows that we have to have positivity in our mind if we're going to deliver great content for our audiences. So again, that is most definitely true, but that's not what I want to talk about. When I want to talk about mindset is, where is your head at before you talk? Because the truth is, we have lives, we have emotions, we have feelings, we have families, we have emergencies, we have things going on. Yet we still need to bring our A game when it's time to hit that go live button, when it's time to get up in front of our computers and deliver the message. I'm going to make the assumption that 99% of us listening are doing a lot of stuff mediated versus in person, but the same stuff still applies even if your messaging is in person. What happens? What do you need to do when you had an emergency at home with the family, with a friend, with the loved one, and you still need to step on stage? So to me, I would say you have to keep your why forefront in your mind at all times, because that's what's going to give you the energy to come on even when things are messed up. So I'll give you an example from my personal life. The past month and a half or so, we've been going through something really difficult. My partner had a surgery and then multiple complications and hospitalizations from that surgery. Yet I have a commitment to go live every Wednesday, so I needed to uphold that. Of course, some things had to give, but my why, it's like, I have a message that I want to share with people. And that was the thing that propelled me and moved me forward. So keeping in mind, number 1, that mindset, which is the why of you delivering your message, is a next level skill that's going to help you get through the hard times, in addition to having a positive mindset. So for me, one of the ways that I continuously prepare for that is through meditation and yoga and taking really good care of myself. So the self-care part comes into this mindset 100%. I'd love to hear, even though I can't really see the chat, I actually do have it on my phone over here, but what do you guys do to prepare yourselves? I'd love to know, what are some of the things that you do to make sure that you're on point, that your mind is sharp? Maybe you're like me and you do some form of meditation or yoga, but also right before you go live, you can have a bit of a mantra that you recite, something that reminds you of your why. And in my case, my why for doing everything that I do is that growing up, my parents are amazing and I love them and they're wonderful people and I have great relationship with them, but communication was not their strength. And growing up, I felt like there has to be a better way. And I made it my life's mission to figure that out. And that's why I talk about the things that I talk about, because there is a better way to communicate, to engage, to connect, to work through stuff. And I keep that's a heart message for me. So I want to stop talking for a minute and hear what you guys have to say about this.
That was great. That was great, Tatiana, and it makes a lot of sense. And one of the things that I do, especially today. Today I did this. It was a Monday. I was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and my son called me from school. Hey, I'm like. Anyway, so a whole bunch of things happened, and I'm like, okay, I just go with the flow. I just follow the flow. I just go. I'm like, okay, this is happening. I'm gonna go with it. But it was getting to me, so I didn't meditate long. I just took my go-to, which is 5 slow, deep breath. That just does it for me. It just doesn't matter what it is. Like getting started doing it, it's like, oh, but then once I take that second breath, I'm like, okay, yes, right, yes. Going farther, I knew that coming in, I was gonna be like, okay, yo, I gotta go in. I know once I get in, I get into it. But I needed to get music that will pump me up. I needed to get music that will bring great feelings for me. So the waiting screen song, I changed it at the last minute. I'm like, you know what? This is the song that I this is
Great
the song.
strategy.
Yes, and it just got as soon as we hit go live, I'm like, yes, that's it, and everything went away until I just remember now. But but that's what I do. That's what I do for
Yeah,
meditation.
and some of those things we can take for granted because they're so simple. But I love that that's another M in there. Music as well to throw that in, and it's so true. And there's all of us like I know this. Listen, this when you guys play your waiting screen, whether it's Monday nights or Friday mornings, I'm in the back going like this every time to every song, every little thing. It's like I can feel it, and it does change the energy, it changes the vibe. So I love that music is one of those things, and it's physiologically proven about the breathing. It's something. I mean, we have to breathe or we will die.
Yeah.
Yet we take such shallow breaths in moments of heightened energy, and that's why we need to be intentional about that. Taking those deep breaths too. So simple, but even you take 5 breaths. I'd even be happy if people would do 3 deep breaths because it does help you relax. Like you are breathing more shallow when you have that nervous energy going on. And everybody feels, I've never met someone who says, no, I'm not nervous at all. I always feel 100% calm. Most human beings with a pulse feel the little bit of nerves. It does get lessened, but with practice and time, but everyone feels that energy. And so I love those. Those are great strategies. And I really love all of you guys chiming in the chat too. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. What do we have to say?
Brian says, let's do this. My mindset when I start all things to get me into the flow state. And
Yes.
USA
So
Live
he
Stream
just,
says,
let's do this.
I prepare myself with prayers and meditation to protect myself from people who spread negative vibes in the chat room. Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's good. I mean, having a bit of a shield up is important too, because we know that can happen, and it is something important to think about too. Like, how do we address the negativity that comes into mind? Because as human beings, we have a negativity bias. 25 people can say wonderful things loud and clear. One person says one bad thing, and for whatever reason, that's louder in our mind. Again, we have to be intentional about, hey, but 25 people said beautiful things. How can I let one person take that away from me? So it's that balance too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right. So you let me know. Are we ready for number 2?
Let's
We
do it.
are.
All right. Number 2 is preparing the message itself. Now, we might call it content in the creator world, but it's a message. And in the world of interpersonal communication, messages are transmitted. We are the speaker transmitting a message through our words, through our body language, out into an audience. And the goal of that message sharing is always to have a shared meaning, right? We don't want to create content that people aren't understanding or it's being miscommunicated. So as we craft that message, there's an important symbol I want you to remember. And this is that your message, your speech, your live is like a burger. And here's what I mean. This is the framework that I teach even in my public speaking classes. Anytime we're crafting a message, you can imagine a burger, right? There's the top bun, there's all the stuff in the middle, and then there's the bottom bun. The top bun is your introduction. Your bottom bun is your conclusion and the protein source. If you like beef burgers, right, we're going with the beef. That is your main message. But then there's all these other things in there too, like the tomato and the cheese or the spice or the seasoning or the sauce. So there's so many things in there, but we often only think about what are the things I want to say. We don't think about putting them in an order to organize them. So we think about, hey, let me just share my main points, but then we don't think about what's the first thing I'm going to say and what's the last thing I'm going to say. And then that would mean like, here's a patty with some cheese and some sauce and tomato and lettuce on it. That's kind of messy and hard to receive. But when we put a bottom bun and a top bun on it, the person can receive that really well. So if you want to get to the next level in preparing your message and your content, you really have to think about the organization of that content. And remember the top and the bottom bun. You can also imagine it as two bookends. What we say first and what we say last are very important, and people often do not think about this part. We're thinking so much about the stuff in the middle that we waste the opportunity. The very first thing that we want to share with people and the very last thing, those we should spend creative time thinking, crafting. How do we want to start off and how do we want to end so that we start strong and close with impact for every live, for every message, for every content. So it's so much deeper than that. But for tonight, just getting a little bit of an appetizer here, figuring this out, start to think about your message as a burger. And there's one thing, right? I mean, Anna and Fuljens, how do you guys like your burgers? What do you like to put on them? What are your favorite burger toppings?
For me, give me some cheese and bacon. I'm good.
Bacon. Yummy.
I don't like burgers.
Okay. Do you like other types of burgers, or do you just not like the burger concept at all?
I don't like the burger concept at all. It's just there's a thing about the two buns and then biting through the whole thing.
Gotcha. So this analogy does not work well for you.
No, it does.
Disregard that.
It does. It does because I'm familiar with all of the buns and all the stuff. And it's not only that, it could be an Oreo, right? It could be an Oreo. So I like Oreos.
Yes.
But yeah, I definitely get your point. Yes.
And the important thing here too, that burgers, buns, food, none of it tastes great unless it's got some seasoning in it too. And that seasoning is your personality, right? Like Anna talks like Anna, Fuljens talks like Fuljens, Doc Rock talks like Doc Rock. I can't try to be Doc Rock. I gotta be me. I gotta be the best version of me. My particular brand of seasoning, salt, that is each individual human being and what you bring to the table. Make sure that you're bringing that seasoning, that spice, and that is equal to your personality. So we can sometimes get so caught up in, oh my gosh, here's the list, here's everything I want to make sure that I say today, and I'm just forgetting to be there as myself. So making sure that we're also adding that seasoning, that spice in that burger so that flavor can really be appreciated. That's the closing out part of the message here.
I will not look at burgers the same way whenever I see a burger, I will look at it differently. Thank you, Tatiana.
You are so welcome. You're so welcome. And so that's the second M, right? We got mindset. Now message is number 2. Number 3 is the word mouth, but I don't actually mean anatomically our mouth. What I mean is our verbal communication. It's what it is that we say. And I want you to think about your verbal communication like a melody. And whether you can sing or not, it doesn't matter. I'm not great at singing, but I have to think about the vocal variety in my voice, which conveys energy, which conveys emotion. You go high, you go low sometimes, you take pauses, but making sure that your voice, your mouth, right, this instrument that we're using here has variety in it. In some circles, you might hear it called voice modulation. Basically, it just means that you're using a combination of highs and lows and midtones. For those of you guys who love photography and video, right, we need contrast in an image, usually to make it very appealing. We have a different ratio between lights, lows, and midtones. It's the same thing with our voice. If I were to come on and talk to everyone tonight at this pace, at this rate, on this one single note the entire time, it has a very straight line if we were to chart that. And what is that? That's dull and boring after a little while, which is where we get the term monotone, right? We're only talking on one note across the board. So we have to make sure that we're up and down appropriately based on the message that we want to share. Right, that energy is high when it needs to be high, or that if depending on the topic, we're coming down a bit low. So that is what I mean when it comes to the verbal communication. My big takeaway is to make sure that you are modulating your voice, that you're using variety, coming up high, going down low. And I think that just by the nature of having the two of you on the show, that vocal variety is present in each of you, but then is also present in your different personalities. Right? Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. When I'm like, Fuljens, listen, I need them to get this and understand this. You deliver this, okay? Like, give them, like, just give him everything that he has to say, and then he over there does it. But yeah, definitely, yeah.
So that's an important thing, and I see that, I hear that everyone. It's part of why I love so much about the two of you together, is that dynamic element that is the combination of the two of you. And I've seen shows where Fuljens has had to do it alone because, Anna, you had a project that you were taking care of, and I'm sure it happens the other way around too. But for those of us that do most of our stuff alone, we have to bring all of that into our own voice, or when you guys do it alone too. So the vocal variety is key. It's the place where people trip up the most, and then they just get caught up in this one note, especially if you're so concerned about what you want to say. Then there's one other, there's with vocal variety and verbal skills, there's so much that we can go into, but I just want to share about the vocal variety. And then the second thing is how underestimated the power of a pause is when you're speaking. People do not take advantage of this enough. It's one of the points of feedback I give the most is to pause more often for effect. Pause more often to let the audience catch their breath, for you to catch your own breath too. Pausing is really important. So those are two powerful strategies for upping your verbal communication. So the third point is mouth when it comes to our verbal communication skills.
You were talking to me, Tatiana. Hey.
I mean, if you got that, Anna, that was important.
I have to like write a sticky note. I'm like, pause.
No,
but yeah, it's very important. It's very important.
I see that. I do not think that you do not pause enough. I think that by nature of the sections, the segments, there are some natural pauses that occur too. So, and you guys allow time for us to get it on the receiving end too. So I think you guys are a great example of really strong verbal communication skills.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You got it.
Okay, mindset, message, and mouth. Everyone in the chat,
Next
what do you
up.
think about it? What do you think about? Write your comments. What is the one thing that you like to work on out of these three? For me, as we just heard, is the pausing. What is it for you?
Before I answer that, I think Tatiana has a bonus.
I actually have 4 M's tonight and a bonus 5th if we have time, because I just like to give people extra as much as I can.
Yeah.
But so, think about up to now, because I do want to ask you, what is going to be your action point from tonight, right? There's got to be something that you actually do. So let me share number 4. And the 4th is movement, okay? So I've got little emojis here of some dance movement, because it's the nonverbal communication part, that movement piece that we do with our bodies, that is as important as what we say. And the reason I say that movement, body language is as important is that our bodies speak as well. And a lot of times, especially when we get in mediated environments, computers, online content, we're hiding a lot of our body. Like, I've seen people who you can only see maybe this much of them when they're on screen. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that when you are the communicator, when you are the leader, when you are representing yourself, you want to be able to show some more of your body and allow your hands to be visible. Our hands are our trust indicators, right? Think about when you were a little kid and you had to say to your parents, like, it wasn't me. Do it with me if you're watching. What do you guys usually do to your parents to say, like, it wasn't me? Right? We show our palms. We show our palms like, I'm safe, I'm clean, I've done nothing wrong. And that is just an instinctual way that we show safety, that we show that we're trustworthy. And one of the things we want to do is make sure that we come across as likable, credible, and trustworthy. How do we do that on a computer screen when people are chiming in the chat? Like, we're not getting feedback from them. Well, a lot of it is through our body language. A lot of it is through, number 1, eye contact to the camera, not to the screen. And again, you guys probably all know this already from just being in this world. This is me looking at my screen, right? If I were to try to look at my screen, but this is me looking into a little black circle in my camera here, that's what mimics eye contact. So starting with that, framing yourself up, we're not going to talk about lighting and everything because everybody probably knows about that, but you want to make sure that you can show enough of your body where you're making strong eye contact. You can show some of your upper body and move your hands and use them as illustrators as you need to. I like a standing desk personally, so I have the option to sit and stand. And I just like the energy of standing up when I'm speaking because I feel more free. So I'm a little nervous about the microphone being placed here that I'm just going to whack it. But I'm trying to learn control too around this. But being able to emphasize your gestures. And I'm not saying you have to be a hand talker if you're not. I'm still saying be you, but being able to see a little bit more of a person when you're speaking helps us to like, know, and trust the speaker more. And if that's one of your goals, then you should be framing yourself up that way too. And as you make points, like we can still, even though in person you're not able to do as much as you can with movement, like I can still lean into my camera, I can still do little things and make gestures. So taking advantage of that means that we have got to be conscious of our framing and the positioning of our bodies. And number one tip really truly is to be able to show open hand gestures from time to time when we're speaking. That's the fourth one on nonverbal communication. Oh, and also smiling. People get so caught up in like the nervousness and the emotion that we forget to smile. So I think you guys are also excellent at smiling frequently, which helps us feel like we like you more. Like the smiling is an important part of the messaging too.
Okay, thank you. All
You're
right.
welcome.
So any comments? Okay, so we have use live stream.
Hold on. USA live stream says communication skill is very important because first impression is the last impression in this new era of the world of social media. So we must send out messages that changes a frown face to a big smile.
Okay, so right, that person is with me on that smiling. Absolutely. That's important.
Yeah, and then Aubrey's agreeing. We're so right on. Cherie, oh hey, it's a great analogy way back when. Amazing, love it. You are getting great feedback. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Yes. Okay.
And what you guys are doing right now, this piece here is the audience engagement piece, which really is a part of all of this also, but specifically should be intentional in our message. And I didn't get to touch on it today, but the way that you guys from the very beginning pop up our comments from the stream, call people out by name, say hello. You have a reaction when people haven't been around for a while, which lets us know, hey, you know who we are. So all of those audience engagement pieces are so key. And everyone is going to run their stream a different way, but I think everyone should have some form of audience engagement on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. So to that vein, would you guys like to play a little game with me right now?
Let's do it.
Well, let's play it.
Okay, and then if we have time, I'll come back to the bonus one.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's play
Okay,
a game.
so here's a little game. I am going to play, we're going to call this Ecamm Celebrity Laughs.
Oh,
and
boy.
if you caught my episode with Katie on Ecamm Meet the Fam, I played this with her, and I want to play with you guys tonight. So I'm going to play few different laughs, 5 different laughs, very short clips. You have to guess which Ecamm celebrity or celebrities belongs to this laugh. Okay? All right, so here's the first one. Any guesses? Who do we think this is?
Doc? Yeah.
All right, you got it, guys. That first one is most definitely Doc Rock. Okay, here we go. Here's the second.
That was both of us. That was both of us, right? I think I heard you.
That is definitely Anna
and
Fulgence. That is definitely Anna and Fulgence. You got it. And then, of course, we hear the real laugh right after that. And no, you do. The laughs are just, they're almost, like, you know how we have a unique set of eyes, a unique set of fingerprints, a unique vocal pattern. In fact, I should have mentioned that. There is no voice like our voice ever before us or never will be again. And similarly, that laughter, it's just so unique, so characteristic. All right, here's the third laugh.
It's so awesome hearing like the laughs of people. It's like
That's Katie. That's Katie.
that's Katie.
That is, in fact, Katie. And the funny thing is when I play this for Katie, she thought it was Luria. She could not guess herself. She could not guess herself, which was so funny. All right, number 4.
Okay, wait.
I know what that is. So I'll let you try to guess.
Oh,
that.
wow.
We have somebody in the chat who guessed it. USA
All right,
live
let's
stream.
hear who guessed it in the chat.
Oh, Marshall. Okay.
That is correct. That is, in fact, Marshall Fox's laugh.
Okay. Yeah.
And one more, I've got one more for you guys.
Oh, snap. Tatiana's like, yes, I love it.
Yeah, that one I don't know.
All right, I'll give you a hint. It's a person from across the pond.
Is it Adrian?
It is, in fact, Adrian.
Wow. I would have
You got it.
without that clue,
You
I would have
got it.
never guessed that. Can you play that one more time?
Yes.
I hear it a little
Now I
bit.
get
I hear it a little bit now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that's
snap,
awesome.
That's
So
great.
That is awesome.
We were talking about audience engagement. And let me ask you too, honestly, and also in the chat, just to be real with me. If we had not done that audience engagement piece, I delivered all the stuff, like, what would you have liked better? Would you like it better with the audience engagement or without it?
With it.
Definitely with audience engagement.
It's tough when you're the person crafting it because it takes time. It took me a long time to find snippets of people laughing to be able to do this. But I always think that it's worth it to take the extra time to craft an enjoyable experience. And also, I can't just bring 5 random people laughing. It has to be people relevant to the audience, people that people would know, right? I can't bring my brothers up here and play laughs. Like, that just doesn't land. But if you get the right message for the right audience and build activities around that, that's personal, it just adds this whole other awesome element to your lives, to your presentations, to everything that you do. So the audience engagement piece is a huge part of the message that's important too.
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed 100%.
Yes.
We have a great comment from one of our fans, like one of our biggest fans, right? Dan. And now I guess you are.
Dan says, I've been working and listening, but Tatiana, you are awesome. Great presentation.
Oh, thank you so much, Dan. I see him in the chat on a bunch of the same streams that I am too. That's just the beautiful thing about this community is that, like, I mean, many months ago, I just would not have imagined being on ENN. So I am having a bit of a starstruck moment in my brain too. But then it's just so beautiful to be able to be here with you guys tonight and also start to contribute myself. Like, it feels good for me to have something that I can share with the community of people who have contributed so much and just been so awesome to me. It feels very lonely sometimes to be a content creator. So I love that with Ecamm, we have such a strong group of people that are here to support each other. So I love it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome.
So tell me, I know it's about to be 8 o'clock. So do we have time for the bonus one or should we save it for another day?
I think we will save it for another day because we have a trivia that we had coming up for you awesome viewers who would like to play a game to win some Ecamm merch. Because there's some.
Yes. I
there's
love this
some
part when
thing,
I'm in the
right?
chat. So
Yeah.
You're like, it's like you're gonna be playing, Tatiana.
Well,
This
there was
time I can't
there was
play.
there was a comment earlier that said, see if I could find it. They were saying, like, does that mean that Tatiana won't win tonight because, like, she's like,
Like,
That
I
is so
remember.
true. I have never been more on fire when it comes to prizes than with Ecamm ever in my
Right.
life. So
I remember when you first got here, we started coming to ENN. And you were winning everything. That's how we learned your name. We were like, "Oh, it's
That's
right."
true,
That's how we learned your name.
I was like,
You were
oh my
winning
gosh.
everything.
I'm like, this is unreal. What's happening to me? I'm like, this is amazing.
That's awesome. Okay, so let's go for the first trivia. Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So this is going to be your women's history trivia for the month, for the week, actually. Let's go. All right. First answer correct that we see wins a $25 Ecamm merch gift card. Valerie Thomas, the NASA scientist who paved the way for modern 3D movies, was inspired by which of the following? A, her father, B, a book, or C, all girls school?
30 invisible seconds on the clock.
Yes. All right. And the correct answer is B, a book. At the age of 8, Valerie read the boy's first book on electronics. Despite her father's own interest in electronics, he refused to help his daughter with the projects in the book. In addition to this, she was not encouraged to pursue science at the all-girls school she attended.
Okay, so yes, I saw Tatiana in the green room just celebrating. She's celebrating. I mean, you are a professor, so of course you know all the answers. Okay, like, and the first one too is like B, and she didn't see any of this.
Right.
I didn't.
right.
I did not know the questions in advance. I was like, let me try. I can't believe it. I got it right.
So we'll give this to the next B that we found.
Absolutely.
That we saw.
Absolutely.
And that is going to the birthday boy himself, G. Albert.
Hey,
Yay! Happy birthday.
happy
Congrats.
birthday! Congratulations. There's some great
love
stuff. There's some great merch on the store. We have. Can we pull it up real quick? We have the Flow T-shirts. We have ENN mugs. We have. What else do we have?
We have, you just said the Flow t-shirt, the brand new hot off the press. We also have the Ecamm Fam Marigold Heather, the hoodie that is like my favorite, which I don't have.
You keep saying that. You want me to get it for you, Fuljens?
Hey, hint.
The Easter Bunny is coming.
Birthday boy, send an email to marketing@ecamm.com to claim your gift card.
Yes, and for
I
those
want to give
of
a
you
shout
who,
out to the birthday boy too, because it's my birthday earlier this month and I celebrate all month long. I don't know if he does, but happy birthday.
Yes, and I don't know if for those of you who just tuned in and missed it, we just released the Ecamm Fam mug, and it's only exclusively for the Ecamm Fam members of the month.
Yes.
And you will get this great package. So
The
Fuljens,
Gold Mug Club.
how do they win this great golden
Continue
prize?
to participate and engage in the Ecamm Live community, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Discord. And that's how you do it. Just being an upstanding Ecamm Live citizen.
I'm sorry. So Dan, you tested it? You tested it already? I'm just replying to a comment that Dan made about. You tested it already? Okay, so yes, happy birthday, G. Albert. Now, Tatiana. I know you said that you had a bonus. Can you share that bonus as a last, advice for us? Closing
I'd
remarks.
love to. This fifth one, this bonus is okay. So if I were to show you this, right? This is a mirror. You can kind of see what I'm looking at right now.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what I want you to think about. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? This is my question for you. And maybe that answer is a self-esteem question. Like when I used to do photography and video professionally, I would always take into consideration that sometimes pointing a camera at someone is a very emotional experience. And I'm not saying that it is an emotional experience for everyone. It might not be for you. You may have awesome self-esteem. But sometimes looking in the mirror is difficult. And again, I want to come back to that mindset, that why do we do it? Let's not get caught up in the negative thoughts in our brain, right? So hopefully we can get to a healthy place of self-esteem where we feel good about ourselves physically, emotionally, mentally, and all the ways to be able to bring a great message. But then the other thing about the mirror is when you look good, you feel good. So for me, the number one thing is if my hair looks good, I feel like I'm on fire. I have an amazing day. So doing these little things that are going to help us feel our absolute best, whether it is a question about our mindset, our self-esteem, or even hair, glasses, accessories, like whatever is that thing. Like sometimes we'll see Fuljens with a great hat, or Anna will do her hair a different style. Like these are these little things that matter to all of us that help us feel good. So that mirror question can be two-sided, emotional, or just what is that one little thing that's going to help us really bring our A game to this? Because when we look good, we feel good. Those are my 4 plus 1 bonus M's for you to up your speaking game.
Yes.
Mindset, message, mouth, which is verbal communication, movement, which is body language, and the mirror question that we just talked about.
That is great. I have a mirror in front of me every live stream. Yes. And sometimes you look at the mirror and depending on the day, you see different things. And that's when you have to push through and look for the good angle. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Lighting
look for the
is
right
important
angle.
too.
Yeah.
Look for the right angle.
You look for the right angle. So look, hello, DJ Strict. How are you? What you won? What do you win, DJ Strict? Hello. Okay. So is there any other comments?
USA
or?
live stream says, when I look at myself, I see success.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I love that.
You have to. Stephen Wicks was so impressed. He was out of words. Because there are no message in this. So impressed, out of words. Look at it.
Silence.
Silence.
I don't know what to say.
Bishop Oliver, very good to see you here. Hank Russell says, I need to make a trip to Sephora to get dolled up.
Hey,
Whatever you have to
right.
do. Is it for you, Hank? Maybe it might be cologne, right? Because you're like
The body spray.
You like the body spray, right?
Yes.
And scent. I mean, like I'm sure Tatiana, you didn't get to that, but that is something else, right? You're.
Absolutely. I mean, the environment, the scent, the mood, the lighting, the clothes, the shoes, like whatever it is, so many elements for each one of us that are gonna matter. And so my question for everybody listening is, let's just not listen to this message and let it go in one ear and out the other. Because I hope you agree that it's good stuff, but if we don't take action on it, then it's not going to be as impactful. But we can't say, I'm going to do all 5 of these splendidly starting right now. Maybe you are. Maybe you are. Maybe that's the level that you're at. But can you at least not let the night close out without thinking to yourself, what's one thing from these 5 things that I'm going to work on next time? Do I need to have a little shift in the way that I think about my why I'm crafting these messages? Does my message need a little work? Do I want to maybe start with a great clincher next time? Or, hey, I need a stronger audience engagement activity. Or do I need to bring a little more modulation to my voice to show energy when I'm excited? Or do I need to work on gesturing a little bit more and coming across as more confident, more open, more trustworthy? Or do I need a new outfit? Right. So whatever it is, like what's one thing that you can take away from tonight? And that would mean a lot to me to know that there's an action step that you guys plan to take to make your content better and for you to feel better about doing it too.
Yes,
Yes.
that is great.
Yeah.
Like I have mine. Look at DJ Strict as funny. Seeing Tatiana on the stream is
A win.
A win. Hey, DJ Strick, what's up?
USA.
I have
live
to catch
stream.
his streams on replay because Sunday nights I'm always with my family, but every now and again I can chime in.
I know, same here. Like I tried going in and I'm like, this trigger's coming in at 7, and then all of a sudden I'm making dinner, and then all of a sudden it's already 8. I'm like, yeah.
USA live stream says, when a person is secure, you always look in yourself fabulous. It's all about mental technique.
Yes, right. Yeah, and you know what? It's a journey to get to that level of security. I would say it took me, I mean, I turned 46 this month, and I will admit to everybody listening, I was confident in many areas and in my intelligence, in my goodness, but it took well into my 30s for me to get truly confident to say, like, whatever I look like, I'm still going to talk. I'm still going to craft this message. Because even when I was doing videos, I'm like, if I didn't like the way I looked, guess what, guys? I wasn't going to show the video. And I decided, nope. That's another powerful tool that we don't talk enough about with live streams. That it takes away all that. It doesn't matter. I'm going live, so it is what it is. There's no redo.
Oh my gosh, that is a whole that's a whole presentation on that alone, and it's a whole thing because it goes. We played, but then once it's live, that's why I prefer going live than recording. Because in recording, you're like, oh, okay, you have the... But going live, it's like, that's it. You're live. Come on, let's do it. And sometimes you improvise it and you make it better than if it would have been pre-recorded. Because in pre-recorded, you try making it perfect. Live streaming, you just...
Yeah.
Yep.
So like last week, I recorded 3 Amazon shoppable videos. And I think before I got warmed up, I had to start over like at least 3 times, but I'm like, had I been live, I would have just been like, I would have been done right now,
Exactly.
It's just
I agree
completely
with you
different
guys.
monster.
Live is the way to go for me.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So we have a couple of comments here, and then we are going to make...
Paul says, I got my hair cut for number 5. And yeah, and for me,
All right.
I need to get some new hats for number 5.
Love that, Paul. I got 7 inches of my hair cut off this month too, so I'm going with a new look myself.
It's a thing. I'm for it too. I'm going for a haircut also. Fuljens is like, what? Like...
No. DJ Strick says, I love Team Replay. Absolutely. Al Jennings says, I love how Bradley smiles the whole time while breaking down keynote.
And Bradley does this a lot too. He's like, let's get to it.
It's like, let's get to it.
Yeah, Bradley Vincent he's talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's coming up. DJ Strick and Bradley are doing something together this Sunday, right? Is that or did I miss, or is that last week and I missed it? But I think they're doing something soon.
There's actually a couple of episodes with DJ Strick and Bradley. Yes.
Gotcha. So maybe it's something that that came up for me that I need to watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or did you Strick and confirm it for us in the chat?
DJ Strick is like, I'm gonna bring him Bradley right back on. I'm just gonna bring him back.
Because Tatiana said.
One day I want to do something with Bradley because he's Bradley teaches and I'm Tatiana teaches.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Play it up.
That'll be awesome. Bishop says, I prefer live over Memorex. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Paul says, I always
Taking us
remind
back.
myself of that saying, what you think of me is none of my business.
That is right.
Oh wow, Paul, that is a good one. I'm glad you brought that up because that is really good. That's powerful.
Tatiana, you were right.
And we have confirmed, yes, that DJ Strick will have Bradley Teaches this Sunday live on Ecamm Live YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Awesome.
Okay. Great. Okay, so we'll go watch Bradley.
Yes.
Smile and and get ready. Yes, a shout out to Hank, Taco's friend, Habanero Hanky. Who's Habanero Hanky?
I don't know. This is a new
A new name for the
a new
band
name.
member?
Yeah,
A new-
first Body Spray Bandit,
I love
team
chocolate.
member.
Lone Ranger. Now there's Habanero Hanky.
A new team member.
It's a new team member. I don't know this new character that AG is referring to. It's a first.
All right, Tatiana,
Hey, guys.
thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing all of those great tips that are so beneficial for all of us to practice. And even if we're already doing it, looking and going back to basics sometimes is really good for us because we might remember things that we used to do before and then we can bring it back, and then we bring it back with more intention because we understand it a little bit better now.
Right.
So thank you for sharing all of that.
You got it. And if I could say one last thing to you, and it's nothing to do with my talk, this is just specifically for you, Anna and Fuljens. I see the way the two of you come together for 2 streams every week, plus the other projects and work that you do together. And I have to say, I feel like you're such a great example to what it means to live, work, and love together, because I'm sure there's a ton of stuff behind the scenes that we don't see, and that's, maybe not everything is going 100% right, and you got to jump on the stream together, or you've been rushing and had not had time to eat dinner yet, this and that, so many interpersonal things. And I just want to say that you really, truly come across as kind, loving, sincere individuals, but then also together, who you are as a team is something very beautiful and unique, and it's unlike anything I've ever experienced online. So I just want to say thank you so much. This is why I love watching you. I love your shows because, number one, you're always contributing to my Ecamm education, constantly learning and growing and going back to the things that we talk about. But also your heart, your energy is just so lovely. And then, of course, there's just the laughter, and the outfits are amazing. So I keep coming back for more every week. It just keeps getting better and better. But I just genuinely feel that you're such amazing people who want to contribute to this community. And I'm so happy that I have a chance to say that to you live tonight.
Aw,
Thank you so
thank
much.
you,
Thank you
Tatiana.
so
That is
much.
so nice. Thank you.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to
Yeah.
have been here with you guys tonight. And I hope you got something valuable out of it for yourselves too.
Absolutely.
100%. Yes, 100%.
Absolutely.
Aw, thank you, Tatiana.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for taking your time here, coming on with us tonight, and contributing and providing such great value to the Ecamm Live community.
Yes.
And lots of hugs and kisses to all the Ecamm community folks out there who show up every night, every day, every month, and just contribute and form a part of this awesome. There's got to be some Ecamm Fam is just there's just nothing like it. There really
No.
isn't.
That is, you are 100% correct. Yeah. It's like the best feeling ever to belong to this community and to be able to say, yeah, we are in the Ecamm Live community.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
For sure, 1,000%.
Yes. Yes.
Stay there, Tatiana. Thank you so much for being here. Bye to you, but stay there, okay? We will be right back.
All right,
Everyone,
good night.
remember that we are not going to be at Building Blocks this Friday. We will come back the following Friday. Also, ENN next Monday will not be here next Monday either. So stay tuned for some pre-recorded content and some great things that are going on. If you have not signed up for the ENN newsletter, go ahead and sign up for it, because that's the way we're going to update you when we are not live, like next Monday. So remember, no Building Blocks, no ENN next Monday.
And we'll see you next Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a new Building Blocks.
That is right. Thank you so much for being here with us, spending this great time. Hope you learned some valuable information from Tatiana. And like Tatiana mentioned, practice it, because only then will we master it and be able to get really good at it. Practice it. You should have left it longer there so I can say practice it. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for being here. My name is Anna Hill.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
And you're watching Ecamm Network News and Entertainment. Bye-bye. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.